Welcome back to a very special episode of a Bestie Breakdown. We have our moms here for our Mother's Day special. Woo-hoo! Linda and Jane, welcome to the pod, guys.
Thank you for having us.
They have never been to our studio before.
Ever.
That's not cool, but anyway. So here they are,
not cool.
And they are going to answer some questions for us. So I guess we'll start off with saying, actually, Jane, I don't even know the story. How did you meet Chris's dad?
I met his dad in a bar downtown Ottawa, and he was very insistent on sending a drink. I sent it back 3 times, and he sent it back again.
What the fuck? I don't even know this story.
I did, because I was with my girlfriends. We were having a good time, and he was with all the guys, the Italian group.
Was this in Preston?
No, it was down at the Westin Hotel.
Oh.
Very fancy.
Right? Anyway, he was very insistent, kept sending me a drink.
What drink was it? Do you remember?
Yes, I don't.
Okay.
It might have been flavor of the day.
Okay.
It was on special. He's Italian. So it was on special.
Okay.
Anyway, he sent it back 3 times, and by the 3rd time, I just put it on the bar. And when I put it on the bar, that was like his cue to come over and start talking to me. He goes, "So, do you like your drink?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, it's good, thank you."
And how old were you at the time?
Oh my gosh. Well, I must have been 25, 26, probably 26.
Okay. Very nice. And then obviously you went on a date.
Yeah, we went on a few dates. I never knew who he was, like his career, nothing but his family, nothing. I just knew I liked him, and I thought I would just go on a date. So we went on a lunch date, and our very first lunch date, he worked 3 blocks away from me, and he was almost an hour late coming to me.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Block delete.
And I had to tell my boss. I said, "I'm really sorry," but I said this, and she knew I was going on a lunch date, and she was really good about it. And I said, "I'm really sorry he's late." I said, "I'm just going to go back up to the office, whatever." Anyway, he finally shows up and he takes me up for lunch, and it was a very nice lunch. He had to rush back, and then, again, I still didn't know what he did. I just asked how was work. He said really busy and this and that. Never said what he did.
So why was he late?
She just said.
Patience.
Oh, patience.
Yeah, but I didn't know that he was. I didn't know he was in private practice.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what about you, Mom? I kind of know the story, but if you want to recap on how you met Dad.
Oh, I met Dad in Halifax, Canada at A&W.
Ooh.
And I was 18 at the time.
Not the most romantic spot.
Still good, though.
Well, where did he take you on your first date?
Red Lobster.
But how did you guys meet? Like, was he just in line? Did he come up to you? Or like
his friend worked there, and I was there, and he said, "Can I sit with you?" And I said, "Go ahead."
Ooh.
And then we haven't been separated from that day forward.
Wow.
Very nice. So you guys have been married how many years?
34.
34.
Oh.
And you guys?
35 this year.
35. Okay, so you guys have basically been married the same amount of time.
That's wild.
Very cool.
Goals.
Okay, so Jane, I want to ask you.
That's what happens when you get married as kids.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you, how was your pregnancy with Chris different compared to with Samantha?
Well.
Because they always say that girls' pregnancies are harder because they suck all your beauty and.
Oh, okay. No. Samantha, the pregnancy with Samantha was a little bit hard for me. Christopher's was pretty easy. The end part was not the easiest.
Was the worst.
It was the worst of the 3, yes.
Do you want to explain what happened?
Okay. So I was 2 weeks overdue for Christopher. And they decided it was time that Christopher showed his little face. I went in, and I had no time to do any kind of blockers, so I had Christopher natural. It just, the obstetrician literally came into the room and said to me, "I'll be right back." She was delivering next door in the next room over. She comes back in, and he was coming out, and the nurse was freaking out. She said that you're crowning. And then she said, "Get ready." And he literally shot out of me.
Like a rocket ship.
You were ready.
She only had that experience 3 times in her career as a nurse, and he was one of them.
And she caught me. The
Yeah.
nurse caught me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Aren't you
it was a
lucky?
I'm
force.
lucky.
It
I wasn't hit on
was-
the...
Well, your dad's a
No.
doctor. He could have delivered you.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, why didn't he?
We couldn't find him.
It was working.
He wasn't
probably.
there. You're kidding.
No. For all of my all of my deliveries, he literally dropped me off at the front door and said, "Call me." call me.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
he was working. So I'm like, what are you going to do? Anyways, he did get to the hospital, but then they couldn't find him. He was always in the doctor's lounge.
Well, who was there? Was anybody there?
Not for you. Let me think. No, your Aunt Kim came in later.
Nobody
Aunt
was there to
Kim?
welcome you
Nobody
to the world.
came in.
No, your father. We did find your father when I was
What?
delivering. They couldn't find him beforehand. He was in the doctor's lounge. He was
Wow,
watching TV.
today's so different. They like your whole family's there and they're like video
Yeah, no, that's
camera
not
your
happening.
friggin' bird.
No, that wasn't going to happen. No.
Don't worry, you're loved.
Right?
I didn't know that your dad wasn't there.
I didn't know that either.
He was there for the birth. We just couldn't find him prior to that.
Okay.
So I was
Oh.
by myself. No.
Okay, I
Okay,
misunderstood.
that's okay.
No, we literally sent out a search party trying to find him, and I said the first place should probably look is the doctor's lounge. My previous experience was Samantha, so he went down to the doctor's lounge. That's where it was.
Okay, makes
Okay,
sense.
Yeah, no, he came in.
Okay,
Yeah.
All right.
that's good to
And
know.
what about me, Mom? How was your pregnancy different than with Alia? I only before this pod did I even realize. I was like, Chris, we're both the second born in our families.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say, your sister was horrible. She was 17 hours in labor,
Oh my God.
so I was not in the best mood. However, for you, you decided to come out, and
Right like
out
that.
you came. I didn't even have time for an epidural.
Oh, so they have a similar experience with
That's
both of us.
wild.
I did not know that.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's so funny.
We were meant to be best friends.
Yeah, I think so.
Right?
Well, technically, if I didn't make it up, my water broke at home on the couch.
Oh, wow.
We threw the couch out. My husband drove me to the OR, rushed up. She was almost born in the elevator, but we just made it through and on a gurney, and
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
there was Amira.
If that was at this day and age, it would be like a TikTok video.
It
Someone
would
would
be,
have
yeah.
released the elevator footage.
It totally would have been.
Yeah, well, when I was having you, they told me to close my legs until the doctor came back. So I'm like, yes. She
Suck
said
it in.
close. She's like, yeah, that wasn't happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did both of you guys find out what you were having for each of your pregnancies?
No.
You were surprised?
Yep.
For
Really?
each one?
Yep.
No way.
Well, you did have a girl name for me, didn't you? If I was a girl.
Christina.
Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
thought. Yeah.
I had boy girl for pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
I just wanted something
So
different.
with Samantha, so you didn't find out, but did you have a feeling?
For Samantha?
That it was a
Yeah.
girl.
I kind of did. Like, I remember my mother-in-law saying to me, oh, I think you're going to have a girl. And my father-in-law's like, no, it's a boy. It's firstborn. It has to be a boy. It's Italian, blah, blah, blah. And no, I always felt that I was going to have a girl. I was really, really happy to have a girl. And yeah, so when I gave her the name Samantha, there was a reason behind it. One, I love the show Bewitched, but also my
I love that
father.
show.
Yeah. And also my father-in-law's name was Sam. So normally the Italians have their firstborn with the name in their first child. So Samantha Sam.
Mm.
kinda,
Okay,
sorta.
nice.
Great
Yeah.
idea.
And what about for Chris? Did you have a feeling if it was a boy or girl?
It was different with Christopher, a little bit different. Yeah, the way I carried everything. He was a very easy pregnancy.
But you had no idea.
No.
But you didn't
No, I
find out,
wouldn't-
but you suspected that
I
it was
did.
a boy.
I
You
did.
suspected it was a
I
boy.
did.
Okay.
And what about for Alex?
Same. I never found out, and I didn't know. I mean, I had to.
By then you
One of
didn't
each.
care.
Yeah.
I didn't care. I had one of each. I was happy. It, as long as it didn't come out combined, it was great. But I had one of each.
Gotcha. What about you, Mom? Did you find? I don't even think I ever asked you. Did you find out what you were having for each of us?
I did. On your ultrasound, she said you were a boy.
Oh,
No.
Really?
So I think she needs to find a new career.
Wow. And what about Alia? They said it was a girl.
He said it was a girl. So I was very happy you were a girl since we already had all the clothes.
Yeah.
Oh, great. The hand-me-downs.
Good idea. I never thought of that.
That's why I was so happy that Nadia was a girl, because I was like, perfect. Everything has to be new. Mom, Dad, everything has to be new. So it all worked out.
You mean grandparents?
Yeah. Exactly. Well, you guys are still my parents.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's fast forward a little bit. Jane, what was your first impression of me?
Oh my God. Okay, so you.
And when did you meet Amira? When was your first time?
Are you kidding me right now? You can ask me that.
I fucking forget.
Yeah, I don't remember. When did you bring her home?
I don't remember.
Yeah, there
I don't know. We were like 13.
We were so young.
I was gonna say you were just I was gonna say 12, but obviously 13 sounds better. So sure.
12 or 13, yeah.
Yeah.
8th grade.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you. I'll be very honest. I'm not gonna lie about this. I loved her personality. I just thought
I was getting ready for something so much. I'm not gonna lie, I fucking hated your guts.
No, but that's the thing is that I loved your personality because I always thought you were something different than the mega, the people that came around with Chris and whatnot. Because I mean, everybody comes and goes, whatever. But I don't know. There was something about your personality, and I have to say, I genuinely really liked you.
Oh, that's so
I
nice.
did, and I thought it was really nice that you were friends, and I thought it'd be really nice if we were really close friends. It was really good.
I always thought that probably bugging you guys because back then we would have to call on the home phone.
Yeah.
Right?
Calling Chris's
Yeah.
home phone all the time, and his dad would pick up for his mom. would
Yeah.
pick up, and
I
was like,
remember.
Hi, it's me again. So,
No, I had no problems with that.
what
Not at
about
all.
you, Mom? Do you remember meeting Chris for the first time? Ish.
Yes, I do.
Okay, and
He was a great. And for all your viewers, they have been friends since the 8th grade. And now she's married with 2 kids. And Chris is...
Single, ready to mingle. Still mingling.
Yes. But through thick and thin, those 2 have stuck together.
Oh, yeah.
but what was your first impression of Chris?
Was I a nice guy?
You were a nice guy. You were a very nice guy. Yeah, and I enjoyed you coming over, and I always thought maybe you'd be Amira's best friend.
Hello. Yep.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
maybe a little more. Yeah. I remember that.
Okay, so
They were inseparable as kids.
yeah, we still are.
Yep.
Yeah. It's been good. We have fun. We just we don't like other people. That's just the truth.
That is
Speaking
the
of not
truth.
liking people, Jane, which one? Because Chris had more friends in middle school and early high school than I did. Which one of his friends did you like the least?
Dun, dun,
Do I
dun.
need to give a name to that?
You
can
give first
us a-
name.
or a description.
Well, no, I don't. Wanna
I
say
played the
everything,
fifth.
but- Right,
I
that's
played the
about it.
fifth.
That's about it. I just remember one particular person that wanted a contract signed by my son to date her daughter.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I know who that is.
Me too.
I'm
What
not
was her
gonna
name?
say
She was
her name.
starts with a B.
Yeah, she was
It
crazy.
did, yeah. And
Cuckoo.
it's unfortunate because, again, first impressions, I kind of liked her, but it's like this was not going in the right direction. Like, who would ask that?
Did you know about this?
No, but
I
I'm
didn't
wondering
know
if that contract still holds to today.
It was never signed.
Did I ever sign it? Yeah, I don't.
No, it was not.
You started it.
I think I started. Amir and I went out for breakfast one day, and I brought the contract, and we were reviewing it, and we were both like, "What the fuck is this madness?" Like, this
He
is
was going to
crazy.
date this girl.
Yeah.
Her mom
Well, I kinda did.
had a contract,
Yeah.
like a 500-page contract, being like, will you get a blood test?
Yeah, everything.
And provide her with the blood results. Like, what did she
I need your
think?
DNA. I need
Like,
your
she thought
fingerprint.
you had like 100 STDs and a felony, like in the 9th grade.
Yes.
Well, you should said I will absolutely do everything written here if your daughter's willing to do the same.
Same.
Right?
Right. Yeah.
No.
Oh man.
That was
There were
wild.
contracts.
That was
Talk about a red flag.
Oh my god, yeah. Red flag, all right. But that was more the mom. She thought everything was fine. It was her mom who was like, "Get him to sign this."
I think she was cuckoo too.
Well, yeah, she definitely
That's
was.
just all
She
cuckoo-ness.
was cuckoo.
We all knew that she was.
And from that day, you started dating men.
Men.
Not true.
Well,
Shifting.
yeah,
Yeah,
shifting.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And Amira was the constant.
yeah.
Yeah.
Amira helped me and guided me through that madness.
Okay, Mom. So let's just get the tough question out of the way. Who's
Spill
your
beans.
favorite kid? And don't say that you don't have one.
I'll need a.
Just remember, Alia, 17-hour labor. That should take her out of the running. But you go ahead and answer.
Oh, you never have favorite kids, but you all have the best qualities. And I love each and every one of the qualities. And they're all equally different.
Okay, who's the most annoying?
She really wants an answer.
I love my kids.
Who's the most annoying?
Uh-oh.
Is it Amira?
No.
No, Amira is the go-to for anything I need when I need it or company.
We'll take it. I think that means I'm the favorite. I think that was the dance around. I wasn't always the favorite, but I've been steady for like 10 years-ish, so I'll take it.
That's all right. Mom?
No,
Same question.
No.
Same question.
No, I'm with your mom on that. There's no favorites. Everybody has
Lies.
their own. Everybody has their own qualities. Like, everybody's special in their own way. I'm so proud of all my kids for everything they've accomplished. Doesn't matter what they're doing or what direction they're in right now.
I agree, whether they have achieved nothing or everything.
Yeah.
Sophie's choice, guys. Sophie's choice.
Well, I say that Christopher is my personality. Christopher is me 1,000% over.
Yep.
Our moms are so politely trying to say that Chris and I are obviously their
Favorites.
favorites, which we know that. And I hope our siblings are watching and they know that as well.
Oh, they're definitely going to watch this.
We'll be getting those.
But I mean, the middle child is apparently always the shithead, but I am not.
I was the middle child.
Were you a shithead?
No.
Are you a shithead?
No. I don't think so.
All right, guys. Chris and I have some confessions for you. We want to know if you knew.
Okay,
Dun,
cool.
dun, dun. So when we were in high school, we used to steal alcohol from both of your bars.
I did know.
Oh, you did know?
Yeah, I did know.
What about you?
Yes.
Why didn't you ever say anything?
Yeah.
We thought we were so badass.
We did.
As long as you thought you were getting away with it and we could monitor it,
Yeah.
we were good to go.
And the best part about that was I knew that they were either in my house or in your house. Right?
Yes.
We went to a movie now and then.
Okay, but
Not with the
usually.
stealing of the alcohol.
Oh, they paper bagged it in the movie.
Okay, so Chris and I both had fake IDs in high school.
Yeah.
Did you know?
Not surprised.
Not surprised.
No.
That's every kid.
So not surprised.
Yeah.
Not surprised.
Never tried to take it away.
Didn't know I had it.
Well, don't you remember them?
That's where they got them from.
Yeah. I told Chris to come up with a memorable story with you. I'll start with mine. There were so many to choose from, Mom, but I thought I would share or remind them of the story where you almost got us murdered in a motel called The Lovely.
What?
I remember it well.
Yeah. So we were driving back from Halifax to Ottawa. I have no idea how I got roped into doing that because anyone who knows me knows that like more than 10 minutes in a car is like my limit there. So anyway, we were driving back. My mom, bless her heart, can't see at all in the dark. So it's starting to get dark. We're in the middle of nowhere. So my dad's assistant is on the phone with her trying to like situate us in a hotel for the night. Cause my mom's like, I'm just going to drive straight through. I'll drive, which is like a 15-hour drive?
Yes.
Yeah. Obviously there was no shot in how that was happening. So we go to this motel. It was really sketchy called The Lovely, but there was like nothing else in sight anywhere. It was like just darkness off the highway. So anyway, she decides to park her Mercedes right in front of the motel door. And then when we get in, she's like, well, lock the door. I'm like, well, it's not locking properly. And I'm like, so just fed up of being in the car at this time. I'm like, who cares? Like, we're in the middle of nowhere. 10 minutes later, somebody starts trying to open the door and it's like half not locked properly. So she's like, hey, call the front desk. The phone line is disconnected. Like, it's literally straight out a horror movie.
Yeah.
It really, really was. So anyway, we hid in the bathroom for a while till it finally went away. Then I think she went and parked her car in front of somebody else's motel room so that we would no longer be a target. And she just said, just don't get under the blanket. So we literally like slept on top of the comforter, barely slept basically, just like waited for the sun to rise.
I remember.
Yeah, and it was so mortifying. It was the worst experience of my entire life.
Although the next morning, I did tell her, only pat yourself dry with the towel.
Yeah, she's like, don't use the towel. Don't get under the sheet. I'm like, why are we here? Why are we in a friggin' Law and Order episode? Like, what is going on? Criminal Minds, whatever.
I was debating that we could sleep in the car.
Yeah, we honestly, that would have been like better than this experience. Like, I thank God we didn't see a roach, but they probably were there. When we went to check out, the guy was like drinking a beer can with like his feet up at the thing, and I'm like, hey, we're checking out. He's like, see ya. He did not care.
Wow. She remembers this hotel well.
Well, it was so traumatizing. How do you feel about the trauma that you've caused me?
I think we should make a Yelp review.
Yeah, it's called The Lovely, somewhere between Halifax and Ottawa, folks.
Wow.
Don't recommend.
Yeah, 1 star.
The Lovely.
What about you, Chris? Any memorable moments with your mom?
I mean, there's lots, but like, I don't have a story like that. We never really
What's your story?
One of them is us going to Cuba. We had our Cuba trip together. We had the best time of our lives. It was really cool. We partied, we drank. Yeah, just had a lot of fun. It was a great time.
Finish it off. What did we do in the end? When we were having dinner?
Oh my God, we finished like 5 bottles of wine probably. I don't know. oh, that's what you're talking about. Yeah. Oh, at the end.
Chris is like, we got trashed.
Well, yeah,
but besides that.
There was this like mariachi band that came up to us and they thought that we were dating. And I was like, excuse me? So they sang to us the entire time and thought that we were a couple. Yeah. And I was like, that's my mom.
Yeah. That was like the second time on the trip because the bartender also thought we were married.
Yeah.
Like it
was very strange.
So what a great mother and son vacation.
That does sound fun.
But she thought she was a cougar.
We had ordered a nice big bottle of champagne at our last dinner there, and like you said, the mariachi band came complete with the CD, and like, you know, this is your boyfriend. I'm like, this is my son.
Yeah. It was really funny.
It was, but it was fun, and it does stick out in my mind.
Yeah.
The 4 of us need to go to Vegas sometime.
Okay.
Yes.
I've been saying that.
Yes.
I'm such a big fan. I will say, Mom, you completely redeemed yourself when we did a trip to Vegas, saw Elton John, and stayed in a huge penthouse suite. She bawled out, and it really made up for The Lovely. Although I'm still a little traumatized.
The Lovely.
Maybe one more penthouse Vegas trip could probably
cure the trauma.
Could cure the trauma.
Could cure.
Okay, Mama's had trauma too. So
Oh my God.
We'll have a good time in Vegas.
Well, stay tuned because we are headed to Miami
in June
for her brother's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
So we are clubbing.
My mom's going to come clubbing. She's going to get a clubbing dress. And just for context, she's a lady who lunches, so she's not really the clubbing type, but she's going to come.
Amara, watch out.
You know, VIP and bottle service in Miami is really expensive.
I got this.
I'm glad you're coming. It's going to work out. You're going to come, right?
Yeah, I'm going to come. Mom, you can come if you want. I think you said you'll be in Florida or something.
I think your mom can pull it off, too.
when?
In June.
In June, yeah.
We'll make arrangements.
Nice.
Since you guys are both grandmas now, I wanted to ask what you like better, having been a parent or now getting to be a grandmother?
Good question.
I love being a grandmother only because you're so busy raising your kids. You don't enjoy every single moment that you have with them, even though I was lucky to stay home and raise my kids. Having grandchildren, it's beautiful to see it. And I have a lot of quality time with them, and they do go home at night, which is, you know, it's nice too. I mean, there's the break, but no, I think being a grandparent is really one up on being a parent.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
What about you, Mom?
I have to agree.
You like being a grandparent better?
We enjoy every moment without worrying about the logistics.
Well, Amira, you and I were terrors back then, so.
You were good. You didn't even come to my house party.
That was the one time.
But if Amira had Amira's dad had his way, he would kidnap the kids every weekend.
Oh my God. Nadia will sleep over 2 nights in a row, and then I'll have dinner, and I'm like, we're leaving. They're like, just leave her. I'm like, she lives with me. Like, yeah, you guys do. You guys are both really hands-on grandparents.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
So do you have anything from your childhood induced from your mom that was traumatic? So I'll give you an example of mine. No matter where we went in the world, we could be at like the Four Seasons in Bali, like the most luxurious vacation. Mm-hmm. And my mom would make me feel like our family would go bankrupt if we touched the mini fridge. Like, it didn't matter. Like, it's like you touch a can of Coke from this mini fridge, like, it's done. Like, that is the worst thing you could possibly do. And I'm like, now that I'm older, I'm like, yo, we were at the Four Seasons. Like, like I probably could have ate that pack of Smarties at midnight. But anyway, so like even now, like as an adult, I've like hesitated a mini fridge. Like I have my mom's voice being like, don't do it. I do it sometimes. But but yeah. Anyway, what about you?
I mean, it was the same for us. My dad always never wanted us to touch the mini fridge.
The trauma
of the mini fridge, yeah. I think that was with a lot of families.
Why do you want to pay $10 for water?
It's true. It's true. A water bottle. That's the actual price in Vegas, though.
Yeah.
Don't touch the mini
They know you're going to do it.
Yeah, they know you're going to do it. So in Vegas.
They have the one where it's like, you touch it, you've paid for it already. It has like the weight.
Yeah.
Thing on it,
like
so that you can't even switch it out later. Be like, I'm so hungover, I'm gonna drink this water bottle and buy one at CVS and replace it.
I think you're so hungover, you're drinking out of the toilet bowl.
I've never been that hungover.
No,
I can't speak for Chris, but I mean, who do you think's like between the two of us is the crazier partier?
Me?
Between the two of us.
Oh, me.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I thought you were asking the parents, like our parents, who between us.
Oh, it's definitely Chris. I think they know.
It's definitely you, yes.
Last time, here's another confession for you, but you don't know because you weren't there. Last time Chris and I were in Vegas, we had a flight at 10 a.m. We decided to have a low-key night that night. We're like, let's do a dinner, casino, we'll go to bed early. We left the casino at 9 a.m. The next morning.
Let that sink in.
But we were
9 a.m.
We were up like $2,800.
Yeah.
We were on a winning streak. We couldn't leave. So anyway, we stayed in the casino all night. We were up $2,800. We literally left the casino at 9 a.m., grabbed our bag, and like ran to the airport. We made our flight in like 2 seconds.
Yep.
I feel like that's a typical Vegas vacation.
Yeah. Well, that was our tame night.
That was our tame night. Imagine what else happened.
Hangover?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I slept on the plane, but you can't really sleep on flights.
No, I can't.
Yeah.
It was rough travel.
You were
day.
cranky.
Yeah. I think that was the time that I got home and I was still at the time, so I ran to the office when we got home, and everybody in the meeting was shocked that I was there alive. They were like, Chris, I can't believe you actually made this meeting in person.
Yeah.
It's like, damn.
From the airport to the
directly
meeting.
to the meeting.
Yeah.
Oh my God, should have took a sick day.
Champion.
What happened to their unlimited vacation?
I don't know.
All went down the toilet.
Sure did.
All right. Well, we have a fast five for you, but on a more sentimental note, I wanted to ask you guys, what's the best piece of advice your moms have ever given you?
Ooh,
Start with
good
you,
question.
Jane.
My mother?
Yeah.
My mother always just said, be there for your kids and love your kids unconditionally. That's it. There's nothing, I mean, I think that's pretty basic for most. You know, you just do your thing.
That's nice.
You don't always have to be their friend. Be their mom.
Yeah.
Be friends later.
Yeah, that's nice. What about you, Mom?
I think she just said try to enjoy your family as much as you can. Try to enjoy your family as much as you can.
Time is everything.
Those are very sentimental. I mean, do you have any piece of advice your mom gave? Because one of my favorite things that you ever said to me, Mom, was like, when they start to pay my bills, I'll start to fucking care what they think. Until then, I'll do my thing.
Well, that's in general with people. I don't care what people think.
Right.
So that's my general quote for people who think they can have a...
My mom's quick with a comeback. Quick with a comeback. What about you? Anything your mom's ever said that's a standout for you?
I mean, there's lots of things, but I love you. Well, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Nothing. Okay.
To always love. I don't know.
Yeah.
Lots of love.
Lots
All
of
right.
love.
We're going to hit you guys. We have a fast five for each of you. And then, yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up.
All right, let's wrap.
All right.
Who are you going to start with?
Mom, ready?
Okay.
We'll do fast five.
Okay.
Celine Dion or Elton John?
Elton John.
Sweet or savory?
Savory.
Red or white wine?
White.
Summer or spring?
Summer.
Florida or Jamaica?
Jamaica.
Very nice.
Really?
You were quick with it. You didn't hesitate.
Mama, pretty mama.
I know my
Tico.
stuff.
You go to Jamaica every year or every other year with your girlfriends?
I've gone 3 times in the last year and a bit, yeah.
How come we've never gone?
I know we should go.
I ask.
What?
Yeah.
I've never gotten the memo.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay,
know.
I'll
You
send
should
it-
go.
Let's go.
Then
Yeah.
I'll
Let's
send
go.
it to you, and you can invite Chris.
Absolutely.
There you go. That's how
Done.
it's going to work. And then I'm going to bring your mom.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And we
I'll
can go
go.
clubbing.
There we go.
Okay. Amazing. Okay, perfect. And then hit the fast five for my mom.
Yes. ABBA or Meatloaf?
Oh my God, I love both. but I'll have to pick meatloaf.
Slots or roulette?
Slots.
My mom's a queen on the slots, by the way.
Yeah. Chanel or Prada?
Prada.
Sweet or savory?
Savory.
Porsche or Tesla?
Tesla.
Ooh,
interesting.
That is interesting.
You like your Tesla better than the Porsche?
I've come to enjoy technology.
Yes. Yes, we love Teslas.
Okay, perfect. Any last thoughts that you guys want to say?
For Mother's Day?
Yeah.
I just think that, well, I won't speak for your mom, but I think she probably feels the same way, that we're proud of our kids. We're very proud of you too. I love that you're doing your little podcast. You've remained really good friends for all these years. So I think we've done something right.
We've done definitely something right.
We have.
Agreed. Your
That's
two
nice.
favorite children.
Right here
We're
in the
so
same
happy
room.
you guys came on the pod. This was so fun.
We're so happy,
It
though.
was fun.
Well, my only advice to all other parents is let your kids skip school once in a while and take them to the movie.
That is
true.
great advice.
We did a
And
lot
don't
of
tell
pajama
Dad.
days. That's true. If you guys didn't get the gist, we have cool moms.
We do.
So if you don't, sorry about that.